To another big story that we're following, extreme heat that we were just talking about there has a strong hold on Texas. This evening, ERCOT, the Electric Reliability Council of Texas, which runs the electric grid, is preparing for a potential record-breaking demand. Extreme heat broke the record for peak demand yesterday. Texans used more than 82,000 megawatts. So I've been joking about this for the past week or so when we, throw out these huge megawatt numbers and we say that 1 megawatt powers about 200 homes, but we never did the math for you. So today we did the math. When you multiply the number of megawatts yesterday that we consumed by about how many homes that would power, it would be enough to power 16,413,400 homes. That's not to say that it was powering only homes. Of course, there were businesses out there as well, but it gives you an idea of how much power this state has been using. A lot of that, Kyle, to keep the AC running, which is, one of the biggest things in the house as far as electricity consumption goes. And yet still, that consumption is that greenish, bluish line there. It is below the supply line, thank goodness, which is the purple line. You always want to have more supply than demand. That way there's enough electricity to go around. It hasn't looked real tight today, once again, even considering, the sweltering temperatures across this state, and that is how the grid operators like to see things going, especially on a day like this, Kyle, when they're just expecting such enormous demand.
Yeah, we got two things going for us too. Now in Texas, so much power is generated by solar and wind, and obviously we got plenty of sunshine out there, and there's been a decent breeze today as well too. So that's really, I'm sure, helping with the supply that we have.
Yeah, that really picks up a lot of the slack, especially as you say, when you get to some of these parts out in West Texas where you see all of these huge wind farms and solar farms. You don't see a cloud in the sky.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, that's why they can be so productive here, because a lot of the time of the year we got the sunshine, a lot of time of the year we have the breeze as well. Thankfully we got a breeze today, because the hottest day of the year so far. The high today at least 107. The actual high might end up being 108. We'll see. We'll bring that information to you a little bit later on, but it's at least 107, which beats yesterday where we hit 106. If you're wondering, the record today was 110, set back in that terrible summer of 1980. So I don't think we'll quite get there this afternoon, but as of now we're only 3 degrees shy of the record. And if you were wondering, the hottest temp that we had last summer, well, that was 109, and we did it 3 days in a row. Actually, starting today, tomorrow, and the day after, we hit 109 3 days in a row last summer, basically at this exact same time. So kind of a repeat from last summer going on right now at the moment. Heat index 110 plus. That's why the excessive heat warning continues for all of DFW and to the west. It does extend through tomorrow. The rest of North Texas is under a heat advisory. Heat advisory and excessive heat warning will be needed Thursday and likely Friday as well. In the meantime, your temperatures across North Texas right now, it's 105 in downtown Dallas, 110 actual temperature in Denton at the moment. 110 is the actual temperature in Mineral Wells. 109 in Fort Worth, 109 in Granbury, only in the upper 90s across eastern areas, but of course the humidity worse in those locations. That's the one thing about today. Yes, I know it is hot, but really the humidity not as bad as it's been recently, and that's actually one of the reasons why that temperature was allowed to kind of spike today. Is you get lower humidity, sometimes that temperature can go up, but it doesn't mean, it means the heat index isn't as bad. So it's kind of a give or take situation. If today was a high of 95, I guarantee you the humidity today would be a lot worse. So once again, kind of a give or take situation. Obviously, the heat will cool off as we head into the evening, but it's going to take a while. Still 92 degrees at midnight, down to 82 tomorrow morning. I'll be back. The heat's slowly going down, and I still have a weekend cool down and maybe some rain chances, the full forecast coming up.
All right, some things to look forward to. We'll see you soon, Kyle. Thanks.